Tension in southern Lebanon is building as Israel demands the military wing of Hezbollah completely relinquish its weapons. The poorly armed Lebanese army, under orders from President Joseph Aoun, has been given the unenviable task of disarming the group, egged on by US, French, and Saudi officials. Hezbollah itself has been heavily degraded by its war with Israel. The ranks of its leadership decimated. Many weapon sites have been damaged or destroyed, and resupply from Iran is now far more complicated since the fall of Bashar al-Assad in Syria. Ongoing Israeli airstrikes on military commanders are designed to keep the group off balance, and Israeli army units remain at 5 outposts in southern Lebanon, acting as a buffer to protect their northern border. The south of Lebanon is still heavily depopulated. Only part of its pre-war population has returned, as Israel regularly targets those who make an effort to rebuild their homes and villages. The Lebanese army, whilst quietly dismantling most of the Hezbollah positions in the south, will find it almost impossible to disarm the heavily armed group north of the Litani River. And this will be especially difficult as Lebanon has parliamentary elections planned for May. And Hezbollah is not just a fighting group, but a major political force within Lebanon and its parliament. Meanwhile, the group has been quietly reconstituting its command structure after many of its leaders were killed by Israeli strikes which continue. Command and control will have to be more dispersed, as seemingly secure communications networks would likely be compromised by Israeli signals intelligence. This will increase the survivability of the commanders, but comms will be slower, reducing effective command in complex operations. The group will also have to take a hard look at the weapons that worked and those that didn't. Even relatively sophisticated missiles like the Fatah 110 were intercepted by Israel's efficient multi-layer air defenses. What did get through were the simpler weapons, like the anti-tank Almas, variants of which can hit and destroy targets up to 8 kilometers away. Then there is Hezbollah's family of armed drones that were very successful at penetrating air defenses designed to look for high-speed missiles, not slow-moving drones. Operations will have to be more dispersed, as the coordinated missile salvos of the past mostly failed. And regardless of the weapons or tactics that could be used by Hezbollah, it is highly unlikely the group will allow itself to be disarmed by the Lebanese army or indeed anyone else. Increased Israeli military action of some kind is likely. Whether it's a buffer zone on the ground or a series of rolling airstrikes, the effect will be not only to degrade Hezbollah's military capability, but to further destabilize a country already struggling to keep whole and not slide back into the kind of civil conflict that devastated Lebanon for so many years.